Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard
line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Sending a receiver left. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. No one around. He's got space. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running once more with Henry. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson now on third. Escapes the pocket. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That'll be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running it with David Montgomery. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a cut. Down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill!
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They'll go for it. Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
From the 44 here on second down. He's keeping it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He's keeping it again. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Henry will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. It's the Ravens facing 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. And this is out of bounds at just about the last possible moment, 2 yards away from the end zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Off to the air now. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Finish shot! Sit on!
From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Finish it on!
Blitz coming, Lamar. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Jackson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing it just before halftime. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us.
Justin Tucker to the kickoff for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Goff. That's It's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
180. Sit up.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Working quickly here. From the 25 on 2nd down. Taken in by Likely. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Here's Henry running left. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Henry running to the left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Tucker on for the extra point. The tight end gets it on the fake. And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Goff. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off play action, Goff. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they bring him down around the 34. Working quickly here. 1st down throw from Goff. Throwing deep towards the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Gotta hurry this to the line. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Completes this one to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Jackson's going to throw again. Complete, Derrick Henry. Running in the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings them to 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Goff setting to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
I came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. One brick, one miss, rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And we're underway here in South Philly. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Now he'll run it.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Now Hurts on fourth down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Here's Barkley. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Don't touch me.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. Man in motion is Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Goff going to open up with a throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. A big hole. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 90 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Britton Covey now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia. Throwing is Hurts. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Man in motion is Brown. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. He's to the 15. And he's going to be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
No touch, set.
Man in motion is
No
Brown.
touch.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Great, set. No touch, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
4th down, here's Hurts. And this is hot! Wow, the decision to go pays off. C.J. Uzama, touchdown, Eagles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Goff in the pistol. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Go, go, go. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Done.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Working free downfield. It is Williams.
Go, go.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Done.
From the gun, it's Goff. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone, giving his team an 8-point margin. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. For the return, here comes Burton Covey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts to throw. Taking off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
Hurts again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
That is intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Here's Bates for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Third down and 9. Goff gives it to Gibbs. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
14. 14.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Great. Set.
A run with Barkley. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you...
That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free. A huge play in this game, and now the defense is given the opportunity to tie this one up as they've cut the deficit to just 2. What a big play.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I mean, they find themselves trailing here in the 2nd half, and not only does the defense make the play of the game, but as you said, they got a chance now to go for 2 and tie this thing up.
63, 63, 63.
To throw is Hurts. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Throwing, Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your...
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Detroit. Throwing here is Goff. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. Here's Gibbs. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
No touch, sir. No touch.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On second down, Hurts. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Open space to the 35. And he will score. Game on. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up for first and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. They'll come up now for second down.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here comes Barkley. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now, on second and long.
Don't touch it. Don't touch.
Now, Barkley. Now, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip, blink at my VIP. One brick, one miss, rich took his check, I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in an S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that got burn me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broke. What do I do?